Typically, parents who want to decorate their kids' bedrooms merely go to Home Depot, choose pink or blue paint, and pay someone to do the work for them. They don't go wild trying to make the room appear special since they know it will be demolished when their child grows up. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. A father from Yorkshire, England had a different opinion. In order to make his little child enjoy going to bed at night, Dad wanted to create a unique bedroom for her when she had trouble falling asleep. He got some paint and supplies, set to work, and produced a work of art that is currently on display for everyone to see. Adam and Lee Hargreaves, both 27 years old, resided in Yorkshire, England. She was a professional kitchen designer, and he was employed at a supermarket. They had a young daughter, Bobby, who was 3 years old, together. They were an ordinary family with problems in their lives, no different from our own. Getting their daughter, Bobby, to sleep every night was one of their challenges. Lee recalled, "It's a case of trying to get her to go to bed alone on time." Bobby practically rendered the bedtime routine unworkable, leaving the Hargreaves at a loss about what to do. Bobby would act up until she was so exhausted that she would nod off wherever she happened to be. Adam and Lee didn't want their daughter to be like this, and the ongoing struggle was wearing thin. They realized they had to do something, but they didn't know what to do to get their kid into her own bed at a decent hour. They initially thought, well, she loves Disney, so maybe getting her some stuffed animals and toys to sleep with would work. However, it didn't. Adam understood that if they wanted Bobby to fall in love with her bedroom, they had to take things a step further. For years, Adam had desired to paint her room, but he never got around to it. But it would have to be something amazing. He couldn't just paint her room some old color. Adam enjoyed painting and drawing when he was younger, but he didn't think he had what it required to pursue art as a career after graduating from high school. If nothing else, he hoped to paint something Bobby would appreciate. Adam spent a long time concealing his special gift. Years ago, when Lee returned home one evening to discover him painting their bedroom wall, she had no idea about it at all. Once her first fury subsided, she stood back and realized her husband's true potential. Lee was thus all for it when he had the brilliant idea to paint something unique on Bobby's bedroom walls. They both decided that Adam would do his best to create a Disney-themed bedroom because their young daughter was obsessed with all things Disney. Adam started working right away. He reached for his camera and art supplies. His goal was to keep a record of his labor so that he could later show Bobby what he had accomplished for her. Adam began by painting the artwork's backdrop. His goal was to create an enormous mural by including some of her favorite Disney characters into his artwork. For reference, he printed out a ton of pictures and movie sequences. It was a laborious and drawn-out procedure. "I can't put a price on how much paint it costs to do a room like this, because I'm always mixing different colors, so it's hard to work out what I've used," Adam said when asked how much he spent on paint. Adam took time to fulfill his ambitious plan. It took him almost 3 months to finish. Adam didn't mind because he was doing what he liked and the time went so fast. In addition, he was making his daughter something truly unique. It was finally time to show Bobby the Disney mural. Before the big revelation, Adam blindfolded Bobby and allowed her to sit on her bed. He wished to capture her precise response upon seeing her new space. Adam has worked very hard to get to this point. "Tell Bobby to take off her blindfold," he said. Adam saw Bobby's face brighten up as she had her first glance of her new room. Her expression changed to one of disbelief at realizing this was her new bedroom. With great success, Adam included every one of Bobby's favorite Disney characters in his mural, from Lady and the Tramp to Ariel, Nala, and Aladdin. Bobby hardly had time to say thank you before she ran to give her dad a big hug. In 2018, Bobby enjoyed sleeping in her room, and Adam and Lee managed to persuade her to fall asleep without any problems at a decent hour. Bobby developed an obsession with her Disney-themed room, while Adam was thrilled to return to his favorite pastime. His time-lapse video became popular very fast when he uploaded it to YouTube. People were so fascinated with what he had done and began asking questions about his job. All of this caused Adam to second-guess his choice to give up on his goals of being a professional artist. Lee and Adam discussed the matter and agreed that Adam ought to get into custom art. They both encouraged Adam to pursue his interest, but they were cautious since they thought his enthusiasm for his profession may be the result of the newest viral fad. To their joyful surprise, a flood of individuals showed interest in Adam's artwork. He was able to turn his pastime into a job and eventually follow his longtime ambition. Even so many people asked for Disney artwork, Adam also painted other well-known figures from other franchises. Who would have imagined that Adam's desires would come true because of a father's love for his daughter? At the end of the day, he did it for his child, of course, and he wasn't the only father with an audacious DIY project. Rory, a mother of 2 growing boys, recognized she needed to make a change when she suddenly discovered her kids were outgrowing their playroom. Her 2 boys' enjoyment of video games soon became the starting point for her brainstorming sessions. It would be something they could continue to enjoy until old age, after all. Rory was eventually armed with a brilliant concept after looking through different DIY gaming rooms on the internet and using her own creative mind. She started by getting rid of all the boys' old toys before going to the nearby Home Depot to buy paint and other supplies to create the greatest gaming room ever. At that point, Rory had all she would need to turn their drab, aging playroom into something memorable for years to come. She started by getting rid of all the boys' outdated toys until the room was completely bare. She then painted the main rear wall, a large gray box. Rory then stenciled a plus sign and painted a smaller rectangle near the bottom using a lighter gray paint. It's likely that you can already predict what this recognizable design would become: an original Nintendo Entertainment System video game controller. Rory and her husband decided that it would be better to add some texture and create it out of board rather than painting a directional pad onto the wall. Naturally, the original controller only had 2 buttons on the right side rather than 4, but artistic license is allowed when working on a project this amazing. Rory built the controller pad's wires with her husband, adding even more great detail to the project. Actually, these would be used to store the TV's wires when it was mounted on the wall. Rory then acquired a basic white entertainment unit to place below the TV, but it didn't remain a blank canvas for long. She decorated the furnishings to resemble the Nintendo system. In order to ensure that the console felt sufficiently realistic, Rory's husband made a few minor but significant additions to make it resemble the actual gaming system. He painted the words "Power" and "Reset" on a few little wooden boards using a stencil before fastening them along the bottom. Despite requiring little work, this had a significant impact. At last, the incredible video game endeavor was over. To come up with such a distinctive design, Rory and her husband had to exercise a great deal of creativity, but it was well worth it. Their son's playroom was transformed into an exquisitely planned game area. The days of colorful block carpeting were over. Just consider how much fun playing games in there would be right now. Rory might feel content that she and her husband achieved her boys' aspirations when she watches them playing in their room. This do-it-yourself project demonstrates that you can easily create the space of your dreams with a little creativity and hard work. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.